Hey guys, I want to thank each and every one of you who watched my video about Dave, who took time to listen to his story, who took time to subscribe to the channel. Your comments have been really humbling. People are sharing wins, people are sharing losses. You know, somebody said they're experiencing cancer, people are experiencing death within their own family. And people are even sharing that they found new meaning in life and escaped the 9 to 5, and it's great. Again, it's very humbling. Thank you guys. You know, I just want to build a community that's just real. It's about real things, real life, because real life isn't sexy. You know, we're not all driving Lamborghinis out here, all right? I don't have the leather interior, but again, that's why I want to open up and share this one of my most vulnerable experiences, which was a time that I spent $50,000 on real estate seminar courses that $50,000 I didn't even have. And I drank the Kool-Aid. I went to a seminar and I just did what they told me and I lost 50 grand. But it also has some positive sides to it. And so I want to just preface with some background is that, okay, I went to college for music. I got an audio engineering degree. I got a job doing audiobooks, which was an awesome job. I loved it. It just didn't pay well. But the knowledge I was getting from those audiobooks was actually definitely worth more than whatever I was getting paid. And I was working on a lot of self-help books. So, you know, how to start a business, how to be a manager, how to better yourself, all that type of stuff. I worked on Grant Cardone's books. I worked on Dan Locke's books, every like copycat Tony Robbins you can think of. So I had always knew I wanted to do something more to make more money. And at the same time, my mom read Rich Dad, Poor Dad from Robert Kiyosaki, and she decided to take me to one of their seminars. It was a 3-day seminar. And hopefully my mom never watches this, because at that time in my life, I was actually experimenting with LSD. And that was a really great experience for me, because not only did it help me creatively, but it also made me start to think like, hey, you know, I really want more out of my life. I got to do more with my life. And it made me want to start working out. So I started working out a lot more. And, you know, I was going into work and these books were saying, you got to do something. You got to do something with your life. You got to go out there. You got to come early, stay late, you know. And I was like really just, again, drinking the Kool-Aid from the books, which was very good. You know, it was a very positive message. However, it sort of primed me in a way so that when I went to this seminar and they were preaching the same thing, I was just so vulnerable and desperate that I wanted an escape from my job. And these people sort of promised that. So the mentorship was $50,000. Conveniently, they showed you how to take out an Upstart loan for $50,000, and then they basically just take it. They take the whole $50,000, which is just crazy, because you could do so much in real estate with $50,000 like that. And it's like ironic because they took the $50,000, so now you can't do anything. You can't even do any of the stuff that they're talking about. But I focused hard on wholesaling, which I just put out a little video talking about wholesaling. So I'm not going to go totally into it. It's just that, I guess at the end of the day, how do I feel about the whole seminar? Because I did do a wholesale deal. I made $10,000. And I do believe if I kept trying, I could have kept making more money and I could have easily paid the loan back. However, because I was already in such an unstable financial situation, you know, I was already $55,000 in debt from student loans that I was already struggling to pay back, that when I added a $50,000 loan on top of that, again, which isn't free, that added another $1,000 a month in minimum payments that I simply could not even pay. I didn't even have an extra $1,000 a month. But I read all the material they gave me. I listened to everything my mentor told me, and I tried and tried and tried, and somehow I got a wholesale deal. I made $10,000. So it's like, on one hand, the stuff is, the way that they do it, the way that they talk about it is not real. You know, it's not easy. It's not something that just, oh, it takes 3 months. No. Building a business, doing anything to make your own money it is tough. If you don't have money, all you have is time. So you got to spend a lot of time, and you're trying to work full time already and do all this stuff. It's too much. So, you know, around the same time the pandemic happened, I basically lost my job. So I was on unemployment, and that's when I just knew, like, yo, I cannot pay back my loans, my student loans. I can't pay back this $50,000 loan for the mentorship. So that's when I talked to bankruptcy attorneys, and every one of them was like, you know, you're $100,000 in debt. Like, that's crazy. And you only make like $20 an hour. They were like, yeah, dude, you don't have any choice. You got to go through bankruptcy. There was just no other option. And, you know, the people, like the public, has a lot of mixed feelings about bankruptcy. And that's another video I'll talk about, that nobody should be ashamed of filing bankruptcy, because it was actually really easy and all my debt was wiped away. And so, you know what? I got to come away with all the knowledge that I learned from the real estate seminar. And, you know, it is real. And that did put me on the path to starting my own home inspection business. And that's my bread and butter now. Now I do home inspections. All right, guys, I don't want to make these videos too long. I'm trying to keep them short. Drinking my cup of black coffee here. So I want to be known as like the only guy in the world that drinks black coffee. So any fellow black coffee drinkers, yo, just definitely comment, so I know I'm not alone. All right, guys. Hey, keep going, guys. Stay strong. I'll see you guys on the next one. I'm cooking. It's hot out here. It's October, but you'd think it was like the middle of summer. All right, see you guys.